and we are going to hop into levels because now we're on level 2. All right, chapter 2. It's the lodge. Itchy back. Okay, I'm ready. All right, so we've got the chain on the ground, the mug over here, the kite in the sky. We've got the headwear, which is this hat right here, the pine cone on the ground, and the cave in the distance. We've got the windmill, the telescope. There'll be more. There's like, I think there's an aurora borealis on this one, and maybe a waterfall. Or is this the moon one? It's been a long time. All right, let's see what we get next. 39 seconds. All right, we've got our compass, our chain, our banner. It's a flag, but that's okay. Kite, pine cone. This is not the bench. This is the bench over here. Headwear. I missed the hat. Cave, and the mug is here. Telescope, lantern, Eugene Windmill, Aurora Borealis. I don't know if it's gonna call it that. Might call it Northern Lights. We'll see. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a couple seasons. All right, next one. 39 seconds. We've got the horn right here, the bench over here, the mug on the ground. We've got the bird in the sky, the footprints in the snow, the compass in the snow. We've got the chain on the ground, the cave in the distance, and the snow boots right here against the fence. Nice. We're still early levels. There shouldn't even be a challenge until 4 at the earliest, usually 5 or 6. All right. 42 seconds, more than enough time. Compass, horn, beast trap there. Then we've got our cave, the moon, and the earmuffs right here. We've got the bird in the sky, the chain on the ground, and the snow boots over here. We've got the pine cone, the shotgun, and the banner over here. There we go. Cake. Next one. All right, starting the game, 42 seconds. All right, so we've got our banner, our headwear, and our bench. Then we've got our earmuffs, the bird in the sky, and the chain in the ground. We've got our beast trap, the wind vane is up here, and the pocket knife is this knife right here. Mailbox, wheel, and horn. There we go. All right, level 6, or chapter 2, level 6, however they do it. Stage 2, 2-6. All right. We've got our hammer here, our headwear here, our pine cone here. We've got our scarf right here, the bench over here, and the bird in the sky. We've got this animal hide that is on the side of the building. We've got the wheel and the frozen waterfall. I knew there was a waterfall here. Banner, footprints, and then this is the wind vane. We've got a windmill here. Cave is often here. Again, Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. I don't know what it's gonna call it, but it's right there in the sky for you to see. And there we go. Thank you, thank you. Nice. All right. Oh, we've got the classroom. Easy peasy. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got the key, the magnet hanging here, and the clock on the wall. We've got the envelope on the chair, the tweezers on the chair, and the compass on the chair, all next to each other. How very convenient. Alrighty, next one. All right, 36 seconds. We've got our clock on the wall, the magnet on the wall, and the key on the desk. We have got the quill on the desk, the compass on the chair, the weighing scale behind this chair over here, gold coins on the floor, tweezers on the chair, envelope on the chair, lamp. There will be like an eraser on there eventually, I think. Next one. All right, 3 of 3. We've got our umbrella. Oh, hanging here. Umbrella, weighing scale, compass right here. We've got the envelope, the tweezers, and the paper ball on the floor. We've got the magnet on the wall, the book on the desk, and the magnifier on the desk. There's our calendar right there, and that's thermometer. There'll probably be something out the window at some point, maybe a withered branch, maybe a tree, maybe a bird. We'll find out eventually. All right, we've got the clock, the scroll on the floor, and the tweezers on the chair. We've got the compass on the chair, book on the desk, magnet hanging right here. We've got the mortar and pestle right here, the weighing scale here, the umbrella hanging here, gold coins, quill, and paper ball. Lamp, calendar, thermometer. If it comes up. All right, next one. 43 seconds. Okay, so we've got umbrella, scroll, and book. We've got the goggles, these glasses here. The stamp is on the floor. The mortar and pestle are here. We've got the quill, the envelope, the key. We've got the paper ball, the paper plane, and the weighing scale here. There we go. It's gonna put some stuff up here as well. I don't remember what the items are, but they do put some items in these shelves. Eventually. If this was a later level, we might get some, because this goes to 8. Yeah, we might get some still. There's still a chance. All right. Mortar and pestle, goggles, stamp on the floor. We've got this glass bottle. Oh, it's this one. Tweezers and compass. We've got the scroll, the gold coins, and the magnet. We've got the blackboard eraser. I knew they'd throw one in there eventually. Mouse and weighing scale. We've got the typewriter. The scissors are on the back of the desk right here, and the test tubes are right here. I'm looking for any tricky ones. I feel like they do like a ruler or something along the side of the desk. I might be thinking of a different level though. They do that on a couple different levels. All right, 50 seconds. We've got our mortar and pestle here, the mouse on the desk, the key on the desk. We have the compass on the chair, the stamp on the floor, the tweezers on the chair. We have our quill, magnifier, and magnet on the wall. We have the clock on the wall, the paper ball on the floor, the syringe on the desk, scary, scary. Glass bottle, towel hanging here, and the test tubes here. Hasn't given us thermometer yet, hasn't given us calendar yet. Could still, we've got one more. All right, last level. 54 seconds. We've got our compass, our test tubes, our paper ball. We've got our magnet, our book, and our quill. We've got our butterfly right here, the blackboard eraser, and the goggles. We have got the weighing scale, the throwing knife up here, and the glass bottle. I skipped that and didn't do it in the right order. Tweezers, pestle, and then this chest is right here. We've got the clock, the umbrella, and the letter N is against this window with this bit of wood right here. That's the N. There we go. That was one of the tricky ones for this level, is the N. If you get this at a later stage, I wish you the best of luck. What did I have that on YouTube as? Hold on. Let me see what level I did that one on YouTube. Because it might have been a later level. It might have been an earlier level. Who knows? Playlists. This is season 2. Videos. I think I called that was it the office or the classroom? I don't remember. If it's the office, I had it at stage 7, so maybe some better options. I don't know if that's level 7 though, or that's the office. It could have been an office. It looked like a classroom. All right, next one. Chapter 4. Oh, okay. Magnet is here, spring is here, safety helmet is here. I'm trying to remember all the things here. Map, screwdriver, bird flock outside up here. We've got our tower in the distance. Our wrench is in here, it's wrenches. And then the withered branch is up high. There's other things that are up high that I need to remember. There's like a glass bottle that's really hard to see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we do. What did I call this one? This might not be the right season. Oh my goodness, if this is, no, this is not the one. This is not the one with the aquarium. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. That gives me anxiety. The aquarium is hard. All right, 35 seconds. Here we go. All right, we've got magnet spring, withered branch up high. We've got our safety helmet, our screwdriver on the floor, and the oil pot right here. I was going to do the oil spill. Pliers, oil puddle, ha-ha. Tower in the distance. Ooh, snowman. Briefcase, snowman. And then the wrench is in here. We've got a key. We've got our triangle. There's another thing over there that I missed, but we saw it. It's there. It might go up next time. We'll see. All right. I better switch this back to my chat so I can actually read what's going on. Alrighty. Third one. Here we go. 35 seconds. We've got our chainmail here, oil puddle, bird flock up here. We've got our pliers on the ground, tower in the distance, safety helmet on the desk. We have our map, our snowman, and our oil pot. We have our goggles, our briefcase, and our wood pile. There we go. There's a tire over there. There's the packages that are in the cart. We'll see. They might be parcels. All right, 35 seconds. Here we go. All right, we've got our map, our air pump, our withered branches up high. We've got our bird flock outside, our oil pot here, our magnet here. We've got our broom over here, tower in the distance, ladder over here on the back wall. We have the hammer is on the desk. Wrench is also on the desk. Pliers are on the floor. Then we've got our wood pile. Our cog wheel is here. Snowman outside. There we go. Nice, nice. Swimming in time. More than enough. All right. 5th level of stage 4. Here we go. All right, we've got our wheelbarrow right here. Oil puddle. Wooden pallet right here. We've got our pipe. It's up against the wall right here. Goggles on the floor. Magnet against the desk. We've got our tower in the distance. Our spider hanging right here. Our spring right here. We have our broom right here. Fishbone is this decal right here that's a little bit hard to see. And then we've got our wrenches right there. We've got our screwdriver, our snowman, our air pump. We've got our ladder, our pliers, and our cogwheel. There we go. Still plenty of time. I just wasn't going fast. All right. Here we go. All right, we've got our wooden pallet. The mouse is up high, air pump here. We have our scarf, chainmail, and pipe up high. We've got our oil puddle, goggles, and tower in the distance. We've got our pliers, our briefcase, and our wheelbarrow over here. We've got our safety helmet, our fishbone up high, and our ladder in the back. We've got our magnet, screwdriver, and oil pot. Then we've got our spring, withered branch, and our hammer. And again, enough time if you know where everything is. You can probably go faster if you're using a touch screen. There we go. Next one. All right, we're ready. We're ready. We're warmed up. Whew. All right. We've got our withered branch, spider web next to it, oil puddle on the ground. We've got our broom, pliers, and air pump. In the wrong order, I apologize. Google's briefcase and the magnet. We've got our map, our tower, and our wrench right here. We've got the scarf, wheelbarrow, and snowman outside. We've got the screwdriver, the safety helmet, and the wood pile. We've got the chainmail, the fishbone up high, and the bird flock out here. There's a key and the triangle still that we still haven't gotten, but they're right there. All right, last level for this one. All right, stretch it out. We're ready. We're good. We're focused. So focused. We're going to try and catch the first one. Spiderweb is first, so we're going to start up here. Spiderweb, withered branch, and scarf. Then we're going to go to our cogwheel, goggles, and mouse. Then we've got our oil pot, our hammer, and our spring. Then we've got our wrenches, the plier, and the snowman. Then we've got the bird flock, the oil puddle, and the tower. We've got the screwdriver, the pile of wood in the wooden pallet. I did it in the wrong order. Pipe, spider, wheelbarrow. There we go. 10 seconds to spare. So yeah, if you can catch the first one before the level starts and you know where to start so you can orient yourself, saves you a couple seconds, which is always nice. Ooh, we got a level on recall. Yay! Recall road leveling, yes! Level 31. Again, if we do all 10 levels, we should get to 35. I'm so excited. Grab our rewards, because we're gonna need them. Jump back over here. All right. Chapter 5. So this is where things should start to get tight. All right. Okay. Oh, the bridge. Okay. Horn, pliers, hammer is here. Then we've got our goggles, canteen, and shovel. There's some decals over here that we'll get when they come up. I should have taken some time on that one while it was slow. When they only give you 6 items and plenty of time. I wasn't thinking. All right, 38 seconds, here we go. All right, canteen, helmet, horn. Then we have our hammer, dumbbell, and the pliers right here. We've got the shovel, the rag is hanging here, and the dagger is on the ground. There's a leaf right here, a leaf decal on the bridge. All right, next one. Is this a 10? Yeah, this is our first 10. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Whew, 38 seconds. I didn't catch the first one, that was my bad. Med kit, whip is hanging up here, horn is on the ground. Then we've got our dumbbell, the whistle is right here, and the bucket right here. We've got our mug, our rag, and the blackboard on the ground. There we go. There's gonna be like an arrow sign over there somewhere too. I remember that one's not tricky, but it was hard for me for some reason. All right, next one. We'll catch the first one. I didn't catch the first one. It's fine. Patch, okay. The patch is right here. Whip, canteen. Then we've got the mop on the ground, the whistle here, and the horn on the ground. We've got our dumbbell, the mug, and the training dummy. We've got the med kit, the rag over here, and the beehive is hanging up here. Okay. I'm trying to remember where everything is. Oh man. It's been a hot minute. It's all good. We've done this before. We'll do it again. It's gonna be fine. All right. 5:05, 38 seconds. Here we go. Canteen, whip, torch is right here. We've got our blackboard, our whistle, and the chimney is up high. We've got our dumbbell, the bucket, and the goggles on the crate. We've got the anemometer, which is up here. That's what it's called. Airship and the mug. Oh, I thought that would be 3 more. I'm glad it wasn't. Don't get me wrong. I just thought it would be. Okay, next one. Alrighty, all right. We've got our rag, the watchtower over here, the beehive up high. We've got our training dummy, the med kit, and the airdrop up here. It's also called parachute on some levels. Blackboard, iron axe, signpost. That's the one that was tricky before. Ice skates, right here. Hammer and canteen. Ooh, the ice skates threw me for a second. Now we know where they are though, so that's easy peasy. All right, next one. Okay. Dumbbell, sword is hanging on the wall, ice skates right here, that sun decal is new. Hammer, dagger, signpost over here. We've got the valve right here, the flag garland right here, the number 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I don't have a hint. Oh no. Oh, 4, nice, okay. Mop, sun, torch, goggles, iron axe, and beehive. 4 is right there. Okay, that was a tricky one. I missed that one for sure. But now we know where it is and we'll never miss it again. All right, 38 seconds. All right, training dummy, dagger, and horn. Motorcycles up here, flag garlands up here, med kits down here. We've got the bell here, the sun decal, the parcels right here. We've got the shovel, the poster on the wall, and the mug on the crate. We've got the ice skates, the pigeon right here, and the goggles here. There we go. Whew. Nice, nice. All right. 38 seconds, here we go. We've got our sun decal, the anemometer, the training dummy. We've got the pliers, the rag, and the chimney up high. We've got the mug, the hammer, and the bench is under here. We've got the signpost, the iron axe, and the dagger. We've got the ladder over here, the flag garland, and the mop on the ground. We've got the bell up here, the torch, and the megaphone right there. Okay, okay, not too bad. One more level on this one. Okay, level 5, or stage 5, level 10. 38 seconds, here we go. Rag, valve, motorcycle. We've got the exhaust fan up here, the med kit here, and the signpost over here. We've got the arrow sign. Oh no, I remember this one. Hold on, it's this one. Arrow sign here. Coat, airship in the distance. We've got our ice skates, our airdrop, and our canteen on the ground. We've got our skis right here. Mop on the ground. Oh, I missed it. Anemometer, bleh. Parcel, 4, pliers. I did them out of order. I apologize. Got a little panicked. I had plenty of time. I don't know why I was panicking. But there we go. Another level done. Nice, nice. Come over here and grab this. Use some fishies. All right. Chapter 6. Oh, this is the training yard. Okay. All right, so we have our clock up high, the goggles on the ground, the megaphone. That's a trumpet, but that's okay. Screwdriver, backpack, pliers. I'm trying to remember where everything is on this one. They're gonna put a lot of things on the cart. Not a lot of things, but enough things. Okay. Let's see. We're ready. We're ready. We're gonna look for other things while we're doing it in these early times. 26 seconds. Ugh. Gross. Okay. All right, we've got our med kit. Our thermometer is going to be on the wall. Our megaphone is here. We've got our stretcher on the ground, our slingshot on the ground, our screwdriver on the ground, our bird's nest up high, our canned food right here, our bandage roll on this barrel. Okay. Not too bad. There's going to be tricky ones, and I'm not sure I remember where they are. I guess we'll see. Okay. 26 seconds. Okay. Searchlight up high, windmill right here, pliers on the ground. We've got our stretcher, our thermometer, and our screwdriver. We've got our med kit, our goggles right here, and the training dummy right there. We've got our backpack, the plane, and the bird's nest. Okay. Whew. They're gonna give me more items, and that's gonna be hard. I should have checked to see how many bells. I've got a lot of bells. Okay, so I don't need to panic too much. See if we can catch the first one. Apple. That's gonna be like right here. Yeah. Apple is a decal. There we go. There we go. Apple, screwdriver, airdrop. We've got our clock, thermometer, and suspension bridge in the distance. We've got our training dummy, our pliers, and our pipe on the wall. Oh, right there on the wall. Ha! Searchlight, megaphone, and earmuffs hanging here. Whew. That pipe almost got me. I knew it was on a wall. I just had to find the wall. All right, next one. 28 seconds. Okay, so we've got our blackboard, our airship, and our telescope up high. We've got our megaphone, bird's nest, and the screwdriver on the ground with footprints. We've got our backpack, our pliers, and the newspaper right here. We've got the earmuffs hanging here, the windmill in the distance, the coat hanging here. We've got footprints, training dummy, and wrench. Whew, 5 seconds to spare. Whew. All right. Is this another 10 or is this a 12? I think this is a 10. Oh, it's a 12. It's the first 12. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're at the halfway point. Well, if we pass this one, we'll be past the halfway point, and that'll be fine. All right. Wrench is my first one, so we're going to start down here. Wrench, training dummy, bandage roll. Then we've got our telescope, screwdriver, and the patch is right here. We've got our rope, our megaphone, and the backpack. We've got our earmuffs, the searchlight, and the coat. We've got the clock, the slingshot on the ground, the newspaper on the back of the cart. We've got the goggles, the bell, and the pipe. I know I did that out of order, but the way it just lined up worked better. There we go. Oh, hold on, I gotta block this. No, thank you. Goodbye. Report. Bots. Lame. There we go. Block. Ban. There we go. All the steps. All right, next one. 25 seconds, and I didn't catch the first one. Curse you. All right, they threw me off. Ladder. Ladder, stretcher, plane. It's okay, we'll catch that up. Scissors are up here, anemometer is here, screwdriver's on the ground. Bandage roll on the barrel, earmuffs here, ladle here. It's actually a spoon, but that's whatever. Pipe, rope, airship. Whew! 5 seconds. So times are still doable, but we've still got a long way to go, so this is gonna be rough. All right, let's see if we can catch the first one. Stretcher. Okay, so we're gonna start in the middle. Stretcher, canteen, training dummy. Then we've got the bench right here, the med kit, and the bell. Then we've got the animal hide right here, the pliers, and the airdrop. We've got the sun in the snow right here, the airship, and the screwdriver. Whew! The sun is the decal in the snow. Make sure you remember that. When it's your turn, when this is you, doing these levels, getting these points. There we go. Okay. Catch the first one. Ladder. Okay, it's over here. Ladder, gloves, suspension bridge in the distance. Then we've got the earmuffs. The W is right here. The apple is this target. Then we've got the bench, the blackboard, and the ladle, which is a spoon. We've got the plane, the sun decal, and the searchlight up here. There's a bear head right here. Canteen, clock, bear head. Ha! It gave it to me, so that's good. I think we found most of the things so far. That's pretty great. That it's at least showing where everything is. We're on level 10. We're almost there. Catch the first one. Blackboard. Okay. Blackboard, goggles, animal hide right here. Then we've got our footprints, the bench, and the ladle spoon. Then we've got the suspension bridge, the earmuffs, and the canteen. Then we've got the bell, the telescope, and the ladder right here. Then we've got the searchlight, the sun, and the backpack. Then we've got the gloves, anemometer, and the screwdriver. Whew, whew, down to the wire. That was tight. But we got it. We also went out of order, so I apologize, but we got it. Whew. All right, 2 more levels to go on this one. Catch the first one, airdrop. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, airdrop, canned food, plane in the distance. Ooh, there's a stain there. Flowers, stain, clock, as I say it. W, megaphone, apple target. Then we've got our bandage roll, our ladle, and the pliers. Then we've got the coat, the wrench, and the ladder. Again, out of order, but we got them all. And that's what really matters. 1 more level. Oh my goodness, let's do it without using bells. Don't jinx yourself. Focus. Ready. Steady. Whew. We got this. All right, I'm gonna catch the first one. Bell. Okay, it's gonna be on top. Okay. Bell, bandage roll, med kit. I missed. Training dummy, gloves, wrench on the ground. Then we've got our coat, our screwdriver, and our crescent moon. What? New and different. We love that. Okay, crescent moon. Crescent. Oh, that's okay. We know where that is now. Okay, thermometer and patch and backpack. So we got those 3. It's okay. We've got bells. I'm not concerned. All right. Cool. Plenty of time now. Pliers, stain, and plane. Then we've got our scarf hanging here, the apple target, and the airship up here. We got a shovel. I don't know what other things they might do. There's the gun, the boots. Might be a rifle. But the crescent moon is on that wheel. So when it pops up for you, I hope you get it, and then you don't have to use bells like I did. All right. But there we go. We get another level of our recall road. Yay. 32. Oh. Only 3 left till we get our city. I'm so excited. Okay. Grab that. Come over here. See if we have enough bells or enough fish. I don't know if we do. We do not, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow. So this is where we're gonna end this one today. I'm gonna go post this on YouTube. So if you need a refresher, you can watch there. I have all of the levels up there from previous seasons. So thank you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow to continue this with more fish because I will have that city skin. It will be mine. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow? Tomorrow, probably, maybe, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for your time. I will see you later. But until then, bye.